Hello, good afternoon. Good afternoon, everybody. Hello, good afternoon, everyone on YouTube. Call your friends, We are ready. We are ready, and today we're talking about AI Fluency. Welcome, Sia. Welcome, Puti. Lusanda, welcome. Sydney, welcome. 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 It's another Sunday, another opportunity to learn, to grow, and be better people. Apiwe, welcome. Elsie Mumakwe, Avuko, tell me where you're joining us from. And someone joined us on YouTube. Call all the people who join us on YouTube. Tell them we are ready. We are in a new season. And in this season, we're talking about AI fluency. And the idea is to help you remain relevant. Petani, welcome. Swungseni, Tsepo, Raska, welcome. Tell me which university you come from or which city so that we know where you're coming from. I can see someone is asking me to call them on. I don't know who you are, but look, today we're talking about the AI fluency course that we told you about. But more importantly, we're talking about how you remain relevant. Okay, we are upskilling now. Pinklash is from Polokwane. Welcome, Pinklash. I've been going around the country on a campus tour, and it's been very, very interesting. And some of it exciting, some of it a little sad. And what made me sad was two instances in two different universities that I met a master's student who, when I talked to her about the AI fluency course, she said, I want to register, I want to take up the course. And she said, but I don't have data. And we were on a university campus. And I was surprised that this student said she doesn't have data. And I said to her, but you don't need to buy data. We are in a Wi-Fi free zone. So actually, you have EduRoam. You can just click. It's free. And she was surprised what I'm talking about. She's like, what? And I said to her, you're doing your master's, right? And she said, yes. Of course, I could have been harsh and said to her, your master's mean nothing if you don't even know that you have free Wi-Fi. EduRoam is for you, not only available on campus, but available on all university campuses across the world. I could have said that. I could have said, well, if you don't know, then you're not even ready for a master's because EduRoam is even available. So free Wi-Fi for people who are studying at university is available at every airport, not every airport, only every airport across the world. I could have said that, but I didn't. I felt sad that someone who's doing a master's degree is not even aware that they have access to free Wi-Fi. And that just shows the level of literacy, technological illiteracy in our country. And it's not about poverty. It's not about lack of education. It's about sometimes, many times, it's about choosing ignorance. Because if you don't know that there's EduRoam and it's free and you don't have to buy data, I wonder how you access your course materials, because all of them, many universities use Canva, and so the course materials are there on Canva, but you need to log on, right? And if you don't have Wi-Fi, it means this poor student is spending so much money on data when it's actually free. On campus, it's free, you know, and she can just do that. So even on campus, and she didn't know the password. And so we are hotspotting her to get her to register. And I said to her, if anyone needs the AI fluency course, it's you. Just on two campuses that I found. Senior students, these are not first years. These are not undergrads. These are postgrads, masters, okay? So these sessions are very important. And let's not assume that it's people who are uneducated, people who are poor, only those who don't know. A lot of people have no knowledge, but some of it is a choice. Because when you register at a university, they give you everything. You've got to read. You've got to read and see and know what you're entitled to. In fact, if you're on a university campus, you don't have access to Wi-Fi, you should take your university to task. Because what do they expect? Or how do they expect you to go to the library? Because your library is on your phone, it's on your computer. You should be able to access it there. So today, we're talking about AI fluency. But technological fluency is a thing. If you're not technologically fluent, and we're just talking fluency, and I'll be talking to one of the instructors from that campus who can bring us on board, but also help us understand what it means to be AI fluent. Because some people think that AI fluency means that you know that ChatGPT exists, and once in a while you ask ChatGPT to do things for you. That's not fluency. So hang in there, call your friends. We haven't started yet. I'm just greeting you, and I see Pinklash from Polokwane. Welcome, Pinklash. People are telling me where they're coming from. Tseho, the explorer, and he's joining me from Johannesburg. Tseho, welcome. Tseho is joining on Instagram. And I can see Lusanda from Northwest University in Potchefstroom. I'm so sorry. In this campus tour, I'm not going to get to Northwest campus. And of course, the Northwest University in Mafikeng is my campus where I did my undergrad, but it's been so busy we won't be able to get to the Northwest campus, even in Mafikeng. But I hope you are registering, Lusanda. Hello, Kito. Hello, we can see you. Welcome. Joao, welcome. You were there last week. It's so good to see you again. Joao Ngumbi. Joao, you know, I always wonder, should I say Joao or should I say Joao? Because I know there's difference Portuguese and Spanish in terms of how you pronounce the J. Lord Witz, watching me from Siroe in Botswana. Welcome, Lord, my favorite country, Botswana. Welcome. And Dimpu welcoming me, joining us from Kempton Park, Mel Park Education. Mel Park is here. Someone, Joao Gumbi, of course, is joining us from Angola. Okay, let's see if there's anyone from Namibia. Angola is in the room. Let's see the people who join us from the Philippines, from Dublin. Are you in the room today? Let's see. I'm just greeting you. And we will start. As you know, we wait a little bit for the room to fill up. And then we will start. As you know, I've been on a campus tour. And let me tell you, damn, the Central University of Technology rocks. Damn it. If I were to study again, knowing what I know now, I would go to the Central University of Technology. I found it absolutely welcoming. When they say Ubuntu, it is at the CUT. Charles from Namibia, welcome, Charles. Good to see you. Mudimu Abatu, welcome. Libu from Rhodes University. I hope to be at Rhodes on Wednesday. Libu, look out for us. Open the gate. Rhodes doesn't have gates, so it's easy to access. And I can see my boy in Belgium there. Msa, welcome. Thank you. It's good to see you. Agnes, good to see you. Good to see you. Agnes is complaining about me not going to Northwest, but that's okay. And people on YouTube, I see you as well. We're waiting for the room to get full. People are coming in, and I can see Professor Tami Buthelezi from Mangosuthu University of Technology. Thank you very much, Professor Smangaliso. I really appreciate you, Buthelezi. Okay, and Mapule from Tubatuba KZN. Tomorrow night, I'm catching a flight to KZN. UKZN, I'll be there. Please don't close the gate. Open them. I won't steal anything. I am not looking for a job. Please. Tell everybody on your campuses, I'm not looking for a job. I have a job and I'm working for myself. And how nice can it be? So I'm just there for the AI fluency course, okay? So Mapula, please open the gate for us there by UKZN and University of Zululand. University of Zululand, but Lukovela from Cape Town, UCT in the house. My baby's from UCT. I won't be coming to Cape Town. I'm in Cape Town. You've got access to everything. We don't have time. So tomorrow we hit KZN. Wednesday tomorrow we hit UNISA. We go to TUT. Please, TUT, open for us. And then we go to UNISA. Please open the gate for us at UNISA. We want everyone to have access to this AI fluency course. We do not want to see what the Deputy President said we will see, that the disadvantaged will remain disadvantaged. That's why we are coming to your campus to get you to register for this free AI fluency course. Mtuba KZN is within UCT is within, Namibia is within. Naomi, thank you very much. I can see you in Namibia. Thank you for joining us. Just checking the numbers. Call your friends. And then Teresa, Sis T, occupying all the universities. It is power. It's wonderful to be at universities and seeing the campuses. I'll be at UKZN, UniZulu. We'll go to also a few high schools in Umlazi, Velabatlege, my favorite high school. We'll be there. And then we'll go off to the Eastern Cape. In the Eastern Cape, we're hoping that WUSU in Butterworth will open its gates. I'm not looking for a job, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just there for the AI Fluency, and my colleague and sister Rashila, I hope you open the gates for us, and then we'll go to Forte, and then we'll go to high schools also around the Eastern Cape. We'll go to Rhodes. I still can't remember whether we're going to start at Rhodes or which one. I think we're going to do Rhodes, and then WUSU, and then we go to and then we'll go to and then after that we'll go to sorry, my phone rang. We're going to WUSU, then we go to Rhodes, then we go to Forte, or the other way around, either Forte, Rhodes, and then WUSU. Either way, we're going to hit those three campuses. And as you know, everywhere I go, I have chocolates for you, right? I've got chocolates. This time, I don't only give Kit Kats. There's other fancy chocolates that I have. I always have chocolates in my pockets for my beloved constituency students. So we'll see you soon on the campuses. And thank you to all the campuses that welcomed us. VUT was a vibe. CUT was a vibe. At TUT Harangua, we squeezed ourselves in, and then they closed the gate, and then we went to Sfakomakhatu, we squeezed ourselves in, and we could see whoever we saw. Thank you so much for welcoming us, security guards, in all those campuses. Now, today we're talking about AI fluency, and we are asking the question: why is it important to be fluent in AI? The reason you cannot afford to fall behind. As I always say, ignorance is your choice. It's your democratic right to remain ignorant. But I want you to ask yourself, are your current skills future-proof? Are your current skills future-proof? Can you compete in an AI-driven world? Can you still compete? I mean, if you've been having this job for 3 years, 5 years, 6 years, 10 years, can you compete in this world? And what's your plan to stay relevant? Because whilst you're in your job, you will want upward mobility. Everybody wants upward mobility. But can you have upward mobility if you're ignorant about AI? And so today, I'm going to have conversations with two people. I want to speak to Bafana. Bafana is an instructor at the Net Campus. He's an AI instructor, and he will talk to us about the AI Fluency course. I'm also going to talk to Temba. Temba took the AI course, and I want to start with Temba because Temba took the AI course. We'll then, after talking to Temba, we can then continue the conversation with Bafana on the course, because Temba did the course, and Temba has got, a few questions and experiences from the course, and he will ask those questions, and of course, Bafana will help us answer those questions. Temba, I'm inviting you onto my screen. Moving to YouTube. Is YouTube better? Because somehow the numbers on YouTube are going up, whilst the ones on Instagram is very weird. Usually people stay on Instagram, but today people are moving to YouTube and moving away from Instagram. Please continue to give me feedback if there's Mafuya Ngaps. All right, Temba, I'm trying to invite you. Okay, Temba is not coming through. I'm going to go ahead and call Bafana because I don't know what's going on with Temba. All right, I don't know what's going on with Temba. So I'm going to call Bafana. Bafana is is a Bafana is an instructor at the Net campus. Temba, keep trying to come in. You should ask me to welcome you, but in the meantime, I'm gonna call Bafana, and then you can join. Nkele is his handle. Nkale Bafana. Aha, there you go. There you go. I've got you. I've got you, Bafana. Bafana, I hope you can see me calling you in. Bafana, remember, if you have a question, you can always ask the question, because I will get the people who are online to help answer the question. That's why I've got Bafana from the Net Campus group, so that Bafana can respond to the questions that you have about the course, about your experiences with the course, or I don't know why today, the people today, do you realize that I've been interviewing only women on this platform? It's not deliberate. It just happened that the people that I've been inviting are men, and they're struggling to join. What's going on? It's the first time I'm inviting men to the platform, and they're struggling to join. I don't know what's going on, Mafuya and Temba. Welcome you in. Maybe that will be better. Ask me to shut down Instagram and restart Instagram whilst we communicate on YouTube, because I don't know what's going on with the Instagram platform that's not allowing you to join me. Bafana, can you ask me to welcome you? All right. Frigo, Torik. Frigo, are you who did the course? Okay. If you're on Instagram, I'm going to close Instagram. I'm going to start it afresh because I think there's something going on here. I'm going to start Instagram again, as if we haven't done that yet, to make sure that, because there is definitely something going on, that people are not able to join me. All right, just patience on YouTube, and we'll be joining. I'm now live on Instagram, and I hope people on Instagram can come back. Bafana, can you join again to talk to you? But I was telling you about my experiences across the country. One of the things that I asked students as I was talking about AI fluency across campuses was how fluent are they in AI? And many of them said to me, very much. And I said, tell me, what is it that you know? How have you sharpened your prompt engineering? And some of them said, what? They didn't know what I was talking about. And sometimes I said to them, tell me, which AI models are you using? And I promise you, across campuses, the most popular AI models that they use are ChatGPT, Grok, and Meta. But as you can imagine, ChatGPT, everybody talks about ChatGPT, and then Grok is on X, and Meta is WhatsApp. So it's like the ones available. I think at one of the campuses, they gave me more. They gave me Copilot. Once they gave me Perplexity, but otherwise, it wasn't so easy for students to give me something new. Temba, I can see that you're in. I'm going to try you again. Mafuya and Gabs. Mafuya. So as we go on with this conversation, keep asking yourself, how fluent are you? Okay, there you are, Temba. Let's see if you can come in this time. How fluent are you in AI? Friends from Namibia, I can see you. Bridget from Vets is here. I can see you. Tebogo, thank you for the feedback on Instagram. I restarted it, and I'm hoping that this time the people can join. They can join me. Bafana can be able to join me, and Temba can be able to join me. I'm calling them on, but I'm also hoping Temba, Bafana, and Temba. Temba, is that you?
Let me just switch my camera there, Prof.
Okay, I can read your WhatsApps. you know when we do things online and something awkward comes up, and we're in a meeting, I say to people, I can read your WhatsApps. Yo, people rush.
Yes.
Basically, I'm saying, cover your back, you know. Themba, thank you so much for joining me. Themba, you are in IT. You are an IT professional, right? But you still chose to do the course. Tell us, what kind of an IT professional are you? So you are an, you said you're an IT what? Administrator at an online high school. So not only are you doing IT admin, you also do teaching, right?
Correct.
And what do you teach? What subjects do you teach?
So I also teach them coding and robotics at the school.
Coding and robotics. But then when this free AI Fluency course came up, you decided to register. Why? I mean, people think people like you are fluent already. Aren't you fluent?
On a daily basis.
Yeah.
And it's becoming a part of our environment. Each and every aspect that you can think of, AI is becoming a part of it. And so it becomes very easy then for a person like me to want to adapt and learn such skills and to grasp these different concepts around AI. And so I was intrigued. Let me take it on.
That's fantastic. I mean, it's good to have teachers who are curious, even if it's an upskilling course in their discipline, and they still register. So kudos to you. Correct. For being a teacher like that. But tell us, did it teach you anything new, and what new did you learn from it?
So it taught me quite a lot. It suggests certain things, the terms that we use, and also the differences between AI, because many of us just categorize AI into what we know as ChatGPT or Gemini, but it's in all these small little things, and it's not as something new. Although the boom with AI started recently, it's not something new.
Yeah.
It's been there all the way from the 90s. It's been there. We've been using it, and it's just us getting more fluent with it and using it in a better way.
Absolutely. I was saying to students this week at the UNISA Science Campus that AI is not new. What's new is generative AI and, of course, predictive AI. And that's what's causing the big disruption in education. That's what's causing people say. The reason it's doing that is because generative AI can produce human-like content. You know, it mimics us. And therefore, it threatens us because it mimics us. It can never be us, though. So you saying through this course you learned AI beyond just the tools that are being used here and there. You've learned about AI in different industries. Someone is asking here about Rato Koiteng. I don't know, Themba. I don't know where Rato has been. He's asking, where do we apply? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, whilst we are here, if you haven't been around, let me clue you in. There's a free AI Fluency course. You just have to go to my bio or any of my status updates this week on any of my media pages. You'll get the link, you register there. It's free only until the end of this week. The freeness is going away. We don't know how much it will cost. So if you are sitting here, you're waiting for where to, you'll get the link, click and apply now. It takes you 1 minute. That's the course that Themba did, and it's free of charge. So Themba, you did this course. You said you learned some new things. Any challenge that you faced as you were doing this course that you think someone who didn't study IT will come across? Is there any challenge that you came across?
My only challenge that I came was there's one module where it requires you to earn a Microsoft badge. So while you're doing that course, it takes you then to a different site, which is Microsoft. And on that site, you're basically doing the same course, but you're doing it on a different site in order to gain the badge. Now, it becomes a bit of a difficulty for someone who's not used to it, and more explanatory in the terms of why someone has to go and earn that badge in order to continue with the course.
Yeah, I think we should ask Bafana when he comes online about that challenge, because you were able to navigate it, and of course you understand the language of badges and and this and that. Someone who's new to these kinds of things might just be thrown and then log out and stop doing the course. Yeah, so we'll ask Bafana about that. But now that you've done this course, I mean, was it the first AI course you were doing?
This was not my first AI course, but it was the first Microsoft AI course that I've done. So under Microsoft, it was the first one. This one was very different to the rest.
I was going to ask that, yeah.
Yeah, the video, it's very easy based on the information that you've already done in the modules.
Okay, so is the videos being short, is it an advantage or a disadvantage for the learner?
It's a huge advantage, especially because now we live in a time where people, a microwave generation, they want to be taught in different sections and in a short attention time span. So it's much helpful to have them in shorter periods.
Okay, so which means the advice to other people who have done other AI, you can see Temba is an IT teacher, practitioner, and he's done other AI fluency courses, and he still found this one useful. So it's easy to take. And when you say the assessment is easy, is it easy for you because you've done IT? Will it be?
It's easy. You've done the whole course of Microsoft AI. There's no way that you can fail. And also, if you do fail, you get chances to then retake and retake. Failing once does not mean it's over and done. You can do the assessment as many times as you want. And I think if you do it more than once, it might be easier.
Okay. That's useful to know because what it means is that if you fail, you don't get thrown out. Yeah, I'm calling Bafana to talk about the AI concepts and skills that professionals of today need to know. And I'm going to ask you also to come in if you have anything to add, because you are a professional, you've done AI courses, you are a practitioner, and you are busy taking these courses, so you can see how they are upskilling you, unlike someone who's just standing on the outside. Bafana, are you struggling to join us? I've called, but try again.
All right. And I see there's a question by I Am the Son who asked, do you get a certificate at the end?
Yeah.
And yes, I Am the Son, you do get a certificate.
Bafana, you can't do this. You've got to join on my platform, okay? Hello. Wow. Are you there, guys? Hello. Instagram is giving me grief today. It's paused because Bafana called on the phone. I don't know why. He's supposed to join on my live and he calls me on Instagram. So we'll wait a little bit. And let's see. Why are people like this though? Right. Just it's not connectivity. The connectivity on YouTube is not the best. I think that's the Wi-Fi at my complex, at my estate. So can you just hold on for me, because I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna end this Instagram thing and start afresh, because it doesn't help to do this. Bafana is... All right, just be patient on YouTube. Don't go away. Bafana was online. People on Instagram, rejoin. I'm going to try to call Bafana again. Bafana is supposed to join me on my live. Instead of doing that, Bafana calls me on his Instagram. As to why he's doing that, I don't understand. To be on this live, I've explained everything. Bafana, let's see if Bafana comes back. All right. I can see my sister, Dr. Hlele, is online. Good to see you, my sister. Good to see you. Let's see if Bafana comes back. And then I'm going to also try to get Temba again online, because I think I think we do have a wonderful conversation going on. Mafuya Nkaps. Right, let's see. Temba, join me. As I said, ladies and gentlemen, it's the first time I'm doing the show with men. Hey, it's going rough, eh? I've been doing shows with women, right? Without thinking. And it's been okay. So Bafana is unable to join. Bafana, is that you? No, this is Temba. Temba, I don't know why Bafana was calling me. He's the one who killed my my cause. Eh?
So he's the one who killed your Instagram.
Yes, because he kept calling on the other thing, and then it disturbed my. And then I'm trying to call him in, but I hope he joins us. You were wanting to answer the question that someone had asked online. I didn't see the question. What was the question?
Yeah. So the question was, do you get a certificate at the end of the course?
Yeah.
And yeah, just wanted to mention that you do get a certificate.
Yeah, and it's a Microsoft accredited certificate. So it's
Correct.
not just some certificate from behind a shack somewhere. So which means you can use it from anywhere in the world. You can use that certificate. Okay, so it's a good course in that regard. Let's try to get Bafana again. I'm gonna try to get Bafana again. You know now, because you have been able to join us, Temba, I'm definitely sure that I'm not doing anything wrong. It's Bafana who has a problem.
Yeah, it's definitely on his side.
It's definitely on his side. But Bafana is at Net Campus. Bafana should actually know this and ask me to join, because it says Bafana Nkali is not able to join. I don't know what to do. So Bafana is not. If there's anyone out there from Net Campus who wants to join and answer some of the questions that we have, it will be useful. Tell us how many modules were there in the course, Temba?
So in total, it is 6 modules.
Yeah.
And after you've completed the 6 modules, you're then prompted to do another module, which is AI, Microsoft AI 3018.
Yeah.
Which is also very informative. And then thereafter, it just requires you to watch a live stream from, I forgot the gentleman's name, from Net Campus.
Okay.
Where he elaborates on AI as well as specifically on Microsoft Copilot and what they've done to improve that AI tool and how to use it more effectively. So yeah, it's roughly 8 modules if you're counting those 2 as well.
But if you don't want to do the other course that it directs you to, would you still is it still okay, or you have to take that other Microsoft course that it directs you to when you finish the 6 modules?
Yes, so once you've done the 6 modules, you have to do those other 2 courses because it basically now breaks down Microsoft Copilot for you. And once you've done those 2, then you get your certificate.
Okay, all right. So you won't get the certificate unless you complete the other course that after doing the 6 modules, the course directs you to. I'm trying again, Bafana.
Correct.
I can see that Bafana is in the room. Bafana, I have waved at you. I can see you. Now, what you need to do, Bafana, there's a plus sign next to comment on Instagram. There's a plus sign. You click that sign. When you click that plus sign, Bafana, it doesn't help to tell me you are here. I can see you are here. I can see that you are around. Okay. Bafana, listen to me. You look towards the left, there's comment. Towards the right, you click plus, you try to join. It says Bafana is not able to join. I don't know why you're not able to join, Bafana. So it's quite, it's very difficult, Bafana, to do this because I don't know. Bafana, why don't you call one of your friends, one of your colleagues to join us, because you can't. I don't know. If Temba could join me, then I think the problem is with you, not with me. Okay, so it's important that we clarify that so that we are able to do this. So there are key components in AI fluency. The components that make up fluency in AI: conceptual understanding, and in conceptual understanding, that's where you get the basic knowledge of AI, machine learning, and all the other related technologies. But it also brings you, as I understand, it gives you awareness of of AI capabilities, the limitations, and ethical considerations. Was there a module that focused on ethics? Because as I go on onto the campuses, students were asking me, so if I use ChatGPT, should I tell my professor that I have used AI to do the assignment? And I said to them, if I were your research supervisor, I would ask you, I would appreciate it if you told me that you used it and how you used it. Just like when you go to the library, when you do a research paper, you write references. You do write references. You don't pretend you didn't read these papers. You write your references. So if I were you, I would have a little paragraph or section where I say I out myself that I have used AI, and I would say this is the AI tool I used, or I consulted 3 AI models. I gave them this prompt. I got responses from them. I sifted through them in this way or that way, because I'm not sure if already there's a way to reference AI models, but I would do that if I were you as a research student. Rather than pretend you didn't use AI, it's better to own up. Or what do you think, Temba?
I agree with that. I agree with that completely. Just recently, where I work at COA Academy, we recently had that discussion. And coming from an education background, we were encouraged as educators to always say that I've used AI to create this lesson that we're doing today. And so that prompts, because the learners are already using it.
Yes.
People are already using AI.
Yeah.
And so once you say that, once you show them that this lesson that we did today, I created it with the help of AI, it also prompts them as well on how they can use AI to do something similar. And so I always encourage that. I saw also some universities like UJ, I heard today, that they're also taking this up. They're removing the tool that they use for plagiarism at UJ, because now they're implementing this AI. And so this policy now is going to work for them, because they want the learners, they want the lecturers, the students to be able to use AI and not be ashamed of it.
Yeah, or not to pretend as if you didn't use it. The ethical way to use it is to own up. So actually the university throwing them out are actually very backward, in my view.
Yes.
They should actually introduce ethical ways of using AI. So UJ is on the right track, actually. But I'm not surprised. UJ was the first to champion the fourth industrial revolution.
Correct.
So the other universities think they know, and then they want to prosecute students from using AI. Whereas they must actually encourage to use it, but use it ethically. Yo, Bafana is in the room. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Bafana. Bafana Nkale in the room. Bafana, yo. Thank you. Finally. I was very concerned. I'm very well. I was very concerned that you are not able to join us. And I was beginning to say, can you hear me?
Can I pick something, Prof? I'm hearing two times. I think you're looking from Instagram, the colliding.
Is it? But why are you the only one hearing it? Why is Temba not struggling with it? And also the people on Instagram are also not complaining about that, because people on my platform usually tell me, they tell me, of course, one says I must try to update my Insta. I don't know, she assumed that my Instagram is outdated. I'll check. I don't think so. P. Reedy says currently working hard trying to get people to join the course. I'm just trying to see if anyone is telling me. Bafana, it's only you actually who's complaining about my sound. I think it's your sound.
But I would say maybe it's because of I had opened the earlier thing from YouTube, but I closed YouTube as well.
Yeah, I think you should close YouTube. Your YouTube. I think you are having two of them. That's why you are hearing the echo, because if you hear echo, is because you have two devices. tuning into the same thing. So I'm talking here, but I'm also talking on the other platform as well. And that's why it echoes. Listen to me trying to be an IT buff, Temba.
You're doing very well, Prof. You're doing very well.
No, I mean, it's because we do meetings on Teams, and then if I have my two devices on, they echo everywhere, So you've got to, either you close it completely or you shut down the microphone and the speaker. Then it won't echo.
Correct.
Yeah, if you do that, then it won't echo.
Very well.
I'm doing very well, right? Your school can hire me. I can.
Troubleshooting skills.
It's teaching. Teaching teaches you to troubleshoot. Yeah.
Correct.
Teaching, because in teaching you have students from everywhere, and therefore you have to troubleshoot, because students can come with anything. So I can imagine when you're teaching IT, is the same. I see there's someone who said they're from Net Campus. Tima Khatu, Tebogo Makhatu, you can join. I'm going to invite Tebogo Makhatu to join us. And he's also from Net Campus. So that we can have Makhatu, Tebogo Makhatu. Let's see. We're going to have Tebogo Makhatu. Let's see if he comes. There we go. And then Bafana will find us on the way. Let's see if Tebogo is able to join us. Then we can have a conversation. He's also an instructor at the Net Campus, so we can handle this thing together. But we were talking about the ethics of using AI. So under the conceptual understanding of AI, it's all these awarenesses of capability, awarenesses of the limitations of AI, that it can't do everything, but also ethical considerations, so being open about using it. And therefore, if there's any teacher or lecturer online today, this is the age where you bring in AI into the room, rather than want the more advanced tool that you can use to stop students from using it, because actually in the world of work, they are going to have to use it. So if you have any graduates graduating with no fluency in AI, they are disadvantaged. They will struggle to be efficient in their job. So don't treat it like the enemy. Rather treat it as a partner. You can ask different questions with AI in the room, but also for the writing assignments, get your students to be upfront about the used AI. In fact, what you can do, why did Tebogo go now? What you can do is you can also ask them to indicate which AI tool they used, and why, and what did they find useful or not useful about it. Okay, so that's important. We've asked Tebogo Makhatu to be back online. I don't know why he left. She left. She was there, and then she left. And then besides the conceptual understanding, there's also technical skills. So I was interested in the course that you're doing, the course, this Microsoft course, Temba. Do they teach you about other AI tools, or do they focus only on the ones on Copilot? Because Copilot is the one from Microsoft. Do they teach you others?
So it does touch a bit on the others, such as ChatGPT. It touches on DALL-E. It touches on Ask Perplexity. But primarily, it focuses on Microsoft Copilot. Understandably, because
it's a
the course is by Microsoft. So obviously, they would focus on that. But it also just shows you how to, because a lot of us use Microsoft tools in our workspaces. So it shows you how to incorporate Microsoft Copilot in all those tools, whether you're writing a document, whether you're using Excel, whether you're presenting a PowerPoint presentation, or you're using Outlook. It just shows you how you can use that single AI tool on all these other platforms.
Okay, that's fantastic. I mean, we had someone on the Sunday sessions the other day talking about Copilot and saying that out of all the tools they use, they find Copilot is more technical. It handles technical tasks much better. Bafana, welcome back.
Thank you. Hey, I've been through a lot. Apologies, guys. I'm not sure what happened, but I uninstalled and reinstalled Instagram, and here I am.
Good, good. You know, I feel so good that I've got this tech thing right more than you, Tebo. And I'm not an instructor, so I feel really good about my fluency, you know.
You're doing good. You're doing good. Trust me, you're doing good.
And I'm alone in the house. There's no child today in this house, so everything I must handle it on my own. So far, so good. But tell us about the I wanted you to tell us about the course. Like, what are the most important AI concepts or skills that, in your view, professionals should prioritize in this day and age? What are those ones, the concepts that they should prioritize, Bafana?
Thanks again for having me, Prof. Hi, Temba. You know, with AI, because now the world is moving towards that direction, it's important, first of all, for you to understand what AI is. That is the beginning. And for you to be fluent in AI, you need to master certain elements, because AI is divided into multiple layers.
Okay.
We have your computer vision. We do have your natural language processing, which is the ability of AI to understand language that you and I can use. Mm-hmm. And we also have document intelligence that is mostly used in organizations or in the business space. So you as an individual, it's important for you to understand how to integrate AI in your everyday life. Mm-hmm. Meaning whatever you are doing, how do you then bring about the skills to do it, to find perfection with limited time now, mm-hmm. meaning using less time to perform same activities that you used to perform, but this time you use more efficiency rather than a lot of time. So the first thing you need to look at is your prompt. If you are able to get your prompt correctly and define it in such a way that AI is able to give you a response that is more direct and it's more related to what you are trying to achieve, then that will basically mean that you are going to finish whatever you are doing in a timely manner. So the skills can be, they can vary according to industries. But like I said, if you are focusing on computer vision or natural language processing or just generative AI in general, it mainly depends on what is the business need.
Okay. I mean, it's interesting you're saying prompt. Temba has already told us that in this course, there's a module that focuses on prompt engineering. Temba, does it go further enough if you know nothing about prompt? Because as I was going around campuses, many students, when I asked them, do you know about prompt engineering? And they said, no, what is that? But they're already using the AI tools. Does it go into depth?
It does indeed go into depth. So it also encourages you in the prompts that you use, what kind of language to use, and to be specific, to really be specific as to what you want from the AI tool. Whether you wanted to generate a picture, whether you wanted to help you generate an audio, that course really boils down onto how you explain it and being specific in how you prompt the AI tools in order for it to give you what you want. So the course does cover that really in depth.
I mean, the prompt, I love this prompt thing, because the prompt thing is almost like you're creating the human that should produce the content. So you're saying to Copilot, hey, I want you to produce an essay that comes from a professor who's got a PhD in genetics from Oxford, and he lived all his life in Winterfell.
Correct.
And AI, so you've got to be that specific, because it will understand it supposedly has to understand someone who lived to Winterfell, who went to Oxford, if they're doing this speech, what are the things that they can include in there? So you've got to be, sometimes people are shy to give the AI model the specificity of the person who's asking, because then that whatever comes out will sound like the real person. Yeah.
Yes, that is very true.
Absolutely. So and then Bafana, how does the AI Fluency course that the Net Campus offers differentiate from other AI courses available online? Temba already told us that he did some other AI course. And from him as a learner who takes these courses, he found it different. Can you tell us from your perspective as a trainer, how does it differ from the other AI courses?
All right. Other AI courses will focus mainly on what AI is and also the technical aspect of AI. But with our course, AI Fluency, it narrows it down to how do you apply AI in your everyday life, especially as somebody that works for an organization that would expect you to deliver certain results.
Okay.
So it's more of an applied skill. It focuses mainly on that. We give you the theory lessons and also show you how to apply this content in real life scenarios and how it can improve your everyday life as well. So that will be the main difference between that and other courses that are out there. And remember, most courses, when they are actually, especially if they are put online, it's mainly on general knowledge around the topic itself or the subject itself. But this one, it narrows down to what is it that can enhance your ability as an individual that is within an organization. So it should.
Temba, this is not me.
Any difference there?
No, it's not you. It's not you.
Okay, Temba, Bafana, you went off a little bit, and then already I'm feeling insecure. I'm like, it's not me, right? It's you.
Where did you lose me?
No. It was in the last sentence. It was only in the last sentence.
Okay.
We got to most of it.
Yeah. So to sum it up, it's mainly around that. The main difference will be the application part. Okay. Most of these courses will show you videos on what AI is and show you the technical knowledge. It's mainly at the back end, the product itself, how to use it, what entails the product. But we are more or less concerned about how do you then apply it in your everyday life. Okay. How can it improve you as a human being that is working? And also, how can it improve productivity on any other organization that is adopting AI?
So this is good for everyone who's listening to us who hasn't taken this course. It would be great for you to take it because it focuses specifically on how you can use it and not only on just teaching you out there. But of course, Bafana Temba mentioned something that's pedagogic. The pedagogic value that the videos are small, to the point, and to whatever, and therefore it makes it easier for the learner to follow it and to get the concepts, because they don't go on and on in with long videos, which was quite interesting. That you are bringing the strengths of the content of the course, but also the presentation of the course. But can you share a success story? I mean, NetCampus does a lot of training, tech training. And I'm sure you see a lot of students who come in as interns and whatever, and some who take this AI course. Can you share just one story, Bafana, that of someone who took this AI course and then went on to apply in their career, and maybe they gave feedback to the NetCampus? Do you have any such story?
I have many of those, but I'll try to narrow it down to this specific AI Fluency course with somebody that worked with me actually an hour ago.
Oh, really?
Yes, it's somebody that did one program with us. It was a cybersecurity course.
Yeah.
And then they went on to enroll for AI Fluency course. And they are currently just being employed. But it's not really in an IT space. But that became an advantage for them because their productivity, their way of doing things is different. And also, during interviews, they were asked a lot of questions around what is AI? How do you then think we can apply this to our everyday activities? Yeah. And the knowledge that he adopted from us really was helpful in that space. And currently, there's one person that I'm really happy for because they're really close to me.
That's fantastic. I mean, it's good that they got the job after doing the AI Fluency course, and it was an advantage. It served as an advantage also, to get the job.
Yes, and also it was mainly because of when you are looking around, most people don't really pay attention to their CV as to how relevant is it to the current job market.
Yeah.
So I kept telling him that I work with this stuff, and I work with people that actually relies heavily on being updated.
Yeah.
And if you don't update yourself, we'll leave you behind. And even though you might not be somebody that is more interested in IT, but look at the value that this will bring into your CV and where you are going.
Yeah.
And when you looked at it that way, you was like, okay, I need to register now. And I gave him the link and he registered and he gave me the feedback and said, the course was very insightful. I loved it. And I'm actually thinking about going to IT in the long run. So yeah, there's a lot of stories around that.
Yeah, it's great. But you know, I wrote on my LinkedIn status update today that upskilling in today's world is not an option. It's a must. Like, it doesn't matter how many PhDs you have. You've got to upskill. You've got to upskill. It doesn't matter how old you think you are. You've got to upskill. Because it will make your job better, but also your life better. It enables everything about you. Bafana?
Yes, Prof. Just to add on what you are saying, I think also Temba can agree with me on this one, that in the industry that we are actually operating within, it requires us to be updated regularly because the IT landscape changes every now and then. The dynamics, you know, the new technology that comes in there. And imagine as an instructor or as a teacher, you now need to update yourself regularly for your audience. And also, we look at it and says, if you are somebody that is out there that is coming to join into the IT world, the requirement will be, are you a modernized person? Do you understand the modern technology? Can you use it? Can you apply it? And those questions, when they're answered, you realize that some of the people that have acquired the skills maybe 5 years ago, they are no longer relevant in the job market. They need to enhance.
Yeah. I mean, you know, it's interesting that you are saying, you know, you are talking to Temba and you are saying for us in the IT world. I mean, I'm not in an IT world. I took early retirement. But, you know, last year I registered for a cybersecurity course. Yeah, I registered for a cybersecurity. I registered for 3 courses that are tech. Okay, I started with cybersecurity, and then I went into a course because I'm now in business. I registered for a course on business models in this world, in this technical world. How do you pivot a business that's been operating without high tech to the high tech world? How do you move that? But also, how can you start one that just starts from the beginning as high tech? And as a consultant, it's important for me to understand the different models. Some companies have been in existence forever, and then technology proceeds, and then how do you transition them? So I was learning that process. How can you smoothly transition a company from being paper-based to being high tech? Because it's very different from when you start a company from scratch, whether it's a startup, small or big. And I'm saying this so people realize that it doesn't mean when you get to 55 is the end of it. You don't have to learn. It's only for the tech people to learn. And that's why the work that the Net Campus is doing is so important, because it helps people upskill. And also going online to see what else exists there is very important. So people have to wise up. You have to remain relevant. And that's why when I started, I said, how are your current skills? Are your current skills future-proof? If you don't upscale, if you're not AI fluent, then your skills are not future-proof. And you'll be a very unhappy retiree.
And also, Prof, to add on that, most people must understand also that AI is not only IT specific.
Yes.
This is for different kinds of businesses. It's just a matter of application. What do you need to achieve with AI? And you realize that almost every industry requires you to understand what AI is and also how to use it.
Yeah. The course I took, I remember, digital business models. That's what I took. When you move to digital, what does it look like? And then I took malware and virus, because I really think as AI grows, cyber attacks will grow, because the cyber attackers are also using AI to know what's going on and to attack. So I felt that it's important to know the world to be AI fluent, but also to be cybersecurity aware, even as a retiree that I am. Okay.
Yes, right.
Yeah, and then for someone, Bafana, who is completely new to AI, what's your best advice to get started? I mean, there are people, you know, it's interesting We've been talking about this. I've been on a campus tour. I'm going up and down. All my socials are saying AI Fluency, AI Fluency. There are people here who've been saying, how do I join? Okay, so now, for someone who's completely new to AI, what is your best advice to get started? And how does this AI Fluency course that you offer cater to beginners?
Like Themba has said, we have put together a bundle pack that actually caters for almost everyone, whether you are a beginner or you are an outstanding expert like Themba is right now.
Yeah.
But you can also learn using the method that we have put there. We have LMS that has all the content online. You can read for yourself. It's self-paced. We don't really have to rush you into finishing. 6 modules for like 6 hours, and you consume this content at your level.
Yeah.
And also the additional supporting material that is there to assist you if you have struggled to maybe grasp the notes themselves. There's videos there that can assist you. And most importantly, there's net campers, there's us facilitators who can break down these courses into small pieces as well. But the idea is, if you are new to anything, you cannot consume it at large quantity.
Yes.
You need to consume it bit by bit,
Yes.
and also have supporting materials, because we don't learn the same way. Some people learn using your normal notes, some people use audio, some people use videos, some people learn better with application. So the course itself caters for all of that in one bundle, and that is the most beneficial part for anyone who's just a beginner, or also for somebody that has done this before.
That's very good, useful. Someone on YouTube, Banda, is asking, he says, my nephew is writing matric this year. We had a discussion about AI. He asked me on what to study, and I wasn't sure, except mentioning transport and logistics, medicine. Are you able to give some examples?
Pardon?
I mean, basically, he wants suggestions on what to study. He says they were talking about AI with his nephew, and the nephew asked what to study. But I think actually every profession is going to have AI. Yeah, every profession has AI, you know. And I guess the difference, Bebanda, is whether your nephew wants to be technical. You know, whether they want to be in the user side of AI or the technical side of AI, or even the sales side of AI, or, you know, this solution side of AI, because you could be, even if you work for a tech company, there would be people who are solutions oriented, who will sell solutions to different companies. What's your problem? And they will design solutions. But some people will sell existing solutions. Some people will teach people about the solutions. Some people will use the solutions. So whichever industry, there will be AI. You were saying, Bafana?
Yes. No, I was also saying that we cannot narrow it down to a specific industry. You know, that's what I said earlier. And also, if somebody is relatively new into AI, and maybe they never used even a generative AI, they can also look at on the web, like, for example, Copilot on the web. It's trained using large language models, so it's more like there's information that is available on the internet. And then when you look at the Copilot that has a license itself, will combine both your normal language that is available out there and also your organization-specific information. And the two combined can enhance a lot of productivity in between. But for somebody that is generally new, they can also attempt to learn AI as an end user, because it's much easier then. You can see what it does.
Yes.
And then when you're done applying those basics, then you can look at the back end and see what actually brings forth this technology.
Yes, that's actually good advice. Good advice. I see, but Themba, you must tell me when you want to come in, right? But I see that Manini is talking about the conversation that we've just had about ethics, and she says in her institution they have introduced a new assignment cover. I'm hoping that all the other teachers can hear this. A new assignment cover where on the cover you indicate whether you have used AI or not. Okay, so that's like coming out openly. But as I said, I mean, 2 weeks ago, I did a session, a whole hour with the university in Botswana, talking to them about the uses of AI, this, of course, discussing the pros and cons and then uses. And I gave them an example of how they can actually give an exam or even an assignment where they allow students, they actually require students to use AI. Require students to use AI because in the world of work, they are going to use AI. So give them an assignment that says to them, here's a balance sheet, a financial statement to analyze, choose an AI model that you will analyze the balance sheet with, and then you ask them, what prompts did you give? Why did you give those prompts? What surprised you about the responses? That kind of thing. That's what teachers should do, rather than teachers saying or professors saying to students, don't use AI at all. You must pull it in and let the students engage with it, do assignments, analyze financial statements with the AI tool, or have a debate with an AI tool, and then write a report on that debate. And of course, you can even ask them, why did you choose one tool over the other? Because we all have favorites. We all have favorites. We know which one you like when. Like for me, I know which one to go to for what. It's like, yeah, you choose whichever one you go to for when. But it's been really good talking. I want us to draw to the end. But before I go there, Bafana.
Yes, ma'am.
Some people, as I go to universities, young people are saying, yo, what if I fail the exam at the end of the 6 hours? What happens? They are scared. They are scared. Two questions. The two questions that were most common in all the campuses that I've been to. The one was, am I going to get the certificate? And the other one was, what if I fail?
All right. Yeah, and also I'll answer the one that Themba has raised earlier when I couldn't log in of the redundancy around getting the achievement badges.
Yeah.
So,
oh, yes.
When you take our course online, you can have multiple attempts at it. And remember, like I said, there's additional material to support your learning, facilitate your learning.
Mm-hmm.
We want to ensure that when you take the assessment, you already understand the content.
Yeah.
So if you're not ready, you can always go back and revise your strategies and come back. So the idea is you can finish it, but you need to be at least fluent at it when you finish it. So.
Okay. Themba, are you there?
Story.
Okay.
You have multiple attempts at it.
Okay.
So yeah, we do have multiple attempts at it, and we allow people to go back and restudy the content so that they can attempt the assessments again.
Okay, great. Themba, we're not going to ask you how many times you attempt it. I mean, you are an IT instructor. I'm sure you did it only once.
I saw it. And also, I do just want to point out that the questions are multiple choice. So if you've done your learner's test and you've passed that, it's the same thing. It's multiple choice, and multiple choice, apparently, as I've heard, is the most easiest form of test that you can take. So it's very easy.
Okay.
And also, with our program, we also offer these guys an opportunity to get a full-length course.
Okay.
Like one of the courses that we offer at Net Campus around AI is AI 900, which is fundamentals.
Okay.
And there's also AI 102, which is one of the courses that you can take to further your knowledge. But AI 900 focuses mainly on the fundamentals, and it's a Microsoft course.
Mm-hmm.
So these are some of the international certification which we as Net Campus are normally putting it out there for people to study and learn. And you can book one of the courses with us if you are mainly interested in that. And you will find one of the greatest facilitators that can take you through the courses so that you can understand.
Is it free? Is that one free?
Not everything is free. Not everything is free.
Not everything is free. That's why they must take this free one and then they can go to the other one.
Must take this free one and pass everything, and then we can talk about giving you maybe a free certification exam. Then we can talk.
Okay.
But ideally, if you want to further your studies around AI, we do offer those courses. They're international certification. For somebody that is out there doesn't understand what international certification means, it means you get a qualification that is worldwide recognized, and
Yeah.
you can be able to apply for a job anywhere in the world.
Absolutely.
And we also have the supporting materials, similar like the one that we have on AI Fluency, where you get your labs, you get your hands-on, you get your videos, you get your Microsoft Learn content. So all of this stuff, they are bundled together in order to enhance your way up. And lastly, taking
let me say, let me acknowledge, Lihle is very relieved that it's multiple choice. So, yeah, just to be clear, people, thank you, Temba. People now are very relieved that this is multiple choice. Go ahead, Bafana, and respond to the question that Temba asked.
Yes, as far as completion of our course is concerned, we do have the LMS that gives you the entire course, right? And the entire course requires you to have a Microsoft Learn account, which is a Microsoft account for your learning. So the whole course, whichever part of AI Fluency is it, you will find it in there, right? The idea is you need to complete all the steps, and at the end of the steps, it will mark you as somebody that has finished the course, and automatically you'll be accredited badges. And when you attend a course with us, which is, let's say you're doing AI 900, right? You do go through the same process, which is you learn the content with me in class, right? But you don't have to go back to Microsoft Learn and redo the whole thing. We do have the links that we offer you so that they can show that you have attended the course and you did the materials with us on site or virtually, or whichever the case might be. And also, you can go through them because they are there as your book of reference and guidance. If you want to check anything that you might have missed in class, you can read through all of that, and they will enhance your skill set going forward as well. Because sometimes when you are in class, most people don't hear everything, but they hear most of the stuff. And you want to go back and reference some of the things and look at anything that you need clarity on. And Microsoft Learn serves as that platform for you to go there and reread all this stuff.
Great, great. Thank you very much, Bafana. I see a few questions. They are all technical about those of you who registered. If you already took the link, some people were asking, if you went onto the page and you're trying to register and it asked you for a reference, you can just write Feb Academic or Mamkhetu or whoever recruited you, Jabulani Masinge maybe recruited you or whoever. Just write the name. That reference, by the way, is to make it easier for us to select who wins the prize to Cape Town. The prize to Cape Town stands. Okay, the prize to Cape Town stands. It's about that reference. That's why we want. So if you want to win the price of an all expenses paid trip to Cape Town, you get people to write your name there where it says reference, and we will publicize your name so that we get you, and then we can buy a ticket for you to go to Cape Town and take care of you. Other people are asking, so you filled in the form, and people are saying, well, I'm waiting. Wealthmore says, I was on the platform and registered, been checking my email and nothing is on it. I would say be patient. I think probably they're inundated. It's a lot of people registering, so be patient. The email will land in your email box, because remember, we've been encouraging people to register. So a lot of people have registered, and so it will get to you. Bebanda says, no, Bebanda, we responded to your questions. Fiso says, I got an email that I would receive the link to join, but I didn't receive it. So what must I do? Because I feel like I already missed out. You haven't missed out. They haven't missed out. Never fun. No.
They haven't missed out on anything. You will get our communication. Remember, Prof, with this program, we're trying to recruit around 100,000 people nationwide. So the numbers are very high. And we try by all means necessary to respond to everybody in a timely manner. But if you haven't received our responses yet, you will definitely get it very soon.
Yeah. So don't lose hope. It doesn't mean everyone was supposed to be like Temba and complete it in the first week. Temba is an overachiever, as you can see. He just got this and went right straight into it immediately and finished the course as soon as he got the link. So your email is coming. And as soon as it comes, you will do the course and complete. Mafuya is saying you will enjoy this course if you use Copilot on a daily. Okay, that's so it will get you much better at using Copilot. Copilot is one of the best AI models that I have on my phone. But this course will get you better. But as you heard Temba saying, they will not only teach you Copilot, they teach other as well, other AI models as well. So, but of course, there's more on Copilot. And then from here on, Temba, where do you go? What's next? Are you eyeing the advanced course? What if you're not selected in the 50? What are you going to do, Temba? Or you can ask Bafana. Bafana can tell us what's next.
So yes, I want to get in touch with Bafana to help me with that, because I would like to do an advanced course, maybe one of the ones that he's mentioned already. And also just another question for Bafana, whether they're going to, formulate these courses for a much younger audience, coming from an education background, people who are in high school primarily. Maybe this would be a perfect course for them, especially because you touched, Prof, on about future-proofing. So future-proofing them is something that I always advocate for, because we want people to be ahead of the technology rather than behind it.
But Temba, you're telling me you didn't tell your learners to register? Because I've been going to high schools too, telling them to register for this course. Because high school kids can register, but of course the younger audience who are grade 7, grade 6, and so on. Bafana?
Correct. So I've encouraged my learners already to apply for the course. Already they've come from the third term. They just started the third term. So there's a lot that's going on, but I've flooded them with this course as well to register for it. So I want to see how they find it from their level and from their knowledge. And then maybe see if we can give feedback to Net Campus about tailoring it to a much younger audience.
Yeah. Fantastic. Bafana?
Yeah, I think that is something that we can also look into, Temba, now that you have mentioned it, because the idea is we need to build this coming communities that will actually be the future of South Africa. And if we are going to build the future of South Africa, the future is in the hands of these young ones that we are dealing with right now. And we might need to tone it down a bit for them so that they can consume it in such a way that they can also understand it and grow with it. So that is noted. It's very important aspect that you touched there, and we'll look into it.
Yeah. Finally, Bafana, I was at CUT and I engaged with different groups of students. And one group of students that I engaged with was students living with disabilities. And I thought, damn, I hope this course recognizes that people living with disabilities will take it. And they would also focus on AI tools that support people living with disabilities. Does it do that?
So far, the technology from Microsoft, not only AI, it's mainly tailored for everyone. AI itself, it says it needs to be inclusive. It needs to accommodate everyone. It needs to be fair to everyone. Whether you have disability, whether you have anything that hinders your ability to learn, we need to cater for that. That is part of AI or responsible AI from Microsoft. So Microsoft products automatically by default, they cater for that.
Okay. Fantastic.
So it just depends on what kind of disability we'll be dealing with. Is it a hearing issue or is it a sight problem? Then there's different alternatives around that.
Great. I mean, it's a variety. I mean, the students were from mental disabilities to physical eyesight and whatever. And then I thought, when you select the 50, you really have to make sure that you get students with disabilities. I asked them to write in the when they register, I said to them they must put in bracket living with a disability, so that, I mean, if we don't have the people living with disabilities in selected groups, we always miss out, because they bring other insights that we don't have, those of us who are sighted or are physically abled differently, let's put it that way. So I hope that will be taken into consideration.
Yes, and also it needs to be an equal opportunity for them as well. We need to, if we change in the world, it needs to have touched the lives of everyone, whether you are disabled or not. And we need to look at them the same way we would look at somebody that has no disability at all, and they need to get a fair chance. And to some extent, we would say maybe extend a little bit of courtesy towards that direction as well.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Well, Temba and Bafana, thank you so much for joining me today. To everyone who's online, thank you for joining. Thank you for your questions, your feedback. I'm seeing all your affirmations for for both Bafana and Temba for the information that you're giving. I really appreciate it. I mean, I have to say thank you to Temba, who I contacted less than an hour ago. People think I know you, Temba, but I don't. I connected with Temba on Twitter. You know,
I remember you told me.
Yeah, we connected on Twitter. The next time we'll be having lunch, Temba. I really appreciate you being generous. To everyone who's online, we've been on a campus tour. As I said to you, we've been to UNISA, VUT, CUT, I can't even remember. We've been to Ranta Ilani and Mapenani. We're going to UNISA tomorrow, main campus, and TUT. And we will be from there going to KZN and the Eastern Cape. I apologize to Limpopo. You know, my team asked me, Bafana, where do we go, Limpopo or Eastern Cape? Limpopo, Eastern Cape. And initially I was like Limpopo, you know, but I was like, not Limpopo. Not Limpopo. Limpopo went to Parliament and they said, I'm not qualified for anything. I'm like, yeah, we are not going there. We are going to Eastern Cape. Because when we are in the Eastern Cape, we will reach 3 institutions, Wusu, Rhodes, and Fort Hare. If we go to Limpopo, we'll only catch 2. And they are far apart. So we might only catch 1, you know. So we're going to Eastern Cape because we can reach more students in previously disadvantaged universities, wider, and we can also reach high school. So I apologize from people from Limpopo, but I'm sure you can get the information. I hope you found this session useful. Thank you for staying with us all the time. Bafana, you wanted to say something before I say goodbye?
Yeah, I was just saying, good choice with Eastern Cape. You'll find, I'm not saying Limpopo doesn't have the kind of audience that you want. You'll definitely go there sometime. But also the people down there are really starving of opportunities. They are really far from many things. I've been there several times doing our training as an instructor there. And I've met really brilliant individuals that actually need this kind of opportunities. And also, you mentioned that you'll be in UNISA main campus.
Yes, tomorrow morning, and then lunchtime will be at TUT.
All right. Maybe we'll link up there, and I can assist with some of the stuff around the AI Fluency.
Please join us. The more the merrier. It will be fantastic to have you with us there. All right. So everyone on the Sunday session, thank you for joining. We'll see you again next week. Remember, this is season 3, so we are talking AI Fluency. We'll be talking to people who are doing this course. We'll bring people who, through this AI Fluency, have had opportunities, are making things happen for themselves. Remember, on this platform, our aim is to win. Nobody loses here. Life is tough, but we are not interested in losing. In the toughness of life, you have to win. And it's people such as NetCampus and all the other people who we bring on board to talk to us on this platform who help us win. So have a good week. Thank you very much, Temba. Thank you very much, Bafana. Have a good week. Bye-bye.
You too. Bye.
Bye. Bye-bye, Instagrammers. Bye-bye, YouTubers. Thank you. Thank you, Tulufelo. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you to everyone who gave us comments. We really appreciate you. See you next week.